Good morning, class 10th. I hope everyone is safe at home and you all are doing well. So, today, what we'll be doing will be understanding and revising chapter number 1 and 2. We'll just go through it. We'll go through a couple of questions from chapter number 1 and 2 as well and see what does that mean and what are the important questions. I won't tell you exactly what are the important questions, but I would like to take you guys to a tour from chapter number 1 and 2. So let's dive in chapter number 1. The very first chapter is GST. And when I talk about GST, it says the full form of GST is Goods and Services Tax. And the tax that you give for goods, for transportation of good uh, from one place to another, that's called goods ka tax. Services, there are lots of service that the government gives us, or maybe people in the market give us. For example, let's take one service, uh, a barber, and he has to pay GST for because he has a shop in the market, so he's providing you a service. Even the people who come to drop delivery at your place from Amazon, so they are doing a service to you. Either you guys can go and take over there, but at the same time they're giving that service and providing the same thing at your place and giving you in your house itself. So that's a service. So उन सब का टैक्स देना पड़ता है. ठीक है, उन सब का टैक्स होता है. So goods and services tax. So when one thing is transported from one place to other place, that's called a tax is imposed on that thing, and that tax is called goods GST. Okay, let's go ahead and understand what are the main points or main terms related to GST. The very first word that comes to my mind is dealer. Who is the dealer? A dealer is a person who buys goods and sells good. Okay, so dealer gets from the manufacturers and sell it to the consumer. The next one, that is intrastate. What is intrastate? Intrastate is when जो लेन देन होता है गुड्स का, वो inside the state. It's not going outside the state, it's inside the state. Sales of goods and services within the state. Okay, sales of goods and services within the state. So for example, if you ordered a fridge, okay, uh, or maybe a TV. Your TV was broken down, and then you decided that you're going to buy a new TV. You won't order it from Kerala. You won't order it from Mumbai. Why? Because they are too far. You do have shops over here, and good factories over here, so you can just go and buy in the market from Dehradun itself. So when they will export, they'll export from Dehradun itself, from the shop that is in Dehradun, so which is in the same state. That's called intrastate. Okay, and then the next is interstate. Interstate, when the sales and the goods and services takes place outside the state, that is called interstate. For example, if they don't have one of the stuffs in Uttarakhand, so they might ask from Mumbai. They might bring it from Mumbai, क्योंकि उनकी कंपनी क्या पता मुंबई में होगी, तो मुंबई से कहाँ पर आएगा? मुंबई से उत्तराखंड में आएगा. So that is called intrastate, when a good is coming from other state inside this state or your own state. Okay, that's called intrastate. Now, two things: input GST and output GST. So these are two GST that you need to keep in mind. Input GST का मतलब क्या होता है? When a dealer gives money to the government, okay, or gives the GST or the tax to the government, that is called input GST. But a dealer also takes the tax from, other than the price of the commodity or the good, he also takes a tax from the consumer. So that is called output GST. Which he gets from the consumer is called output GST, which he gives to the what? To the government or to the manufacturer, that is called input GST. Okay, so input GST and output GST both are different. Now, types of tax. What are the types of tax? One is called CGST, and the other one is called SGST. And you all know the full form of this. So CGST means Central Goods and Services Tax, and SGST means States Goods and Services Tax. This is given to the state government, this is given to the central government. And just to be frank with you, if 12% GST हो रहा है तो 6% goes to the central government and 6% goes to the state government when the sales are intrastate. Okay, when it's intrastate, everything goes to the central government. Also keeping in mind, how does a dealer pay the tax? Dealer pay, when dealer has to pay the tax, he becomes very intelligent. And how does he pay? Output minus input. That's how he pays. We'll do one question out of this exercise in order to explain you how you have to do when you're sitting in exams and doing this type of question. Okay, let's have a look in question number 14. Question number 14 from the exercise. A dealer in Delhi buys an article for rupees 16,000. 16,000 from a wholesaler in Delhi. Okay, so dealer buys, I'm writing it down, I'm writing the solution. So dealer buys from the wholesaler and dealer gives it to whom? Dealer gives it to consumer. So this is the very first thing that you'll be writing, so that you just, he's in Delhi, he's also in Delhi, and this person is in Rajasthan. Okay, so I'll read the whole question for you. A dealer in Delhi buys an article for rupees 16,000 from a wholesaler in Delhi. Full stop. He sells the article to a consumer in Rajasthan. Now the dealer sells the article. I don't know what kind of article was that, but that was an article. He sells it to a consumer in Rajasthan. He's totally into a different state right now. Okay, and when he sells him at a profit of 25%. If the rate of GST is 5%, find tax paid by the wholesaler to the government. So let's start doing. So the first transaction that took place was between the wholesaler and the dealer. When the dealer was taking from him, wholesaler, so they wrote it down. What is the SGST state government को कितना जाएगा? That is 2.5% upon 100, because 5% GST है, तो 2.5 किसको जाएगा? स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को into 16,000, right? When you multiply this, you'll get 400. And same for SGST. CGST. CGST equals to 2.5 upon 100 into 16,000. When you cancel, you'll get 400. So 400 rupees goes to central government and 400 goes to state government. I hope you guys understood. Now the problem is, they are asking paid by the wholesaler to the government. This is the money that the dealer is giving to the wholesaler, but the wholesaler is not going to keep with him. He's going to give it to whom? He's going to give it to the government. State government के पास 400 जाएंगे और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के पास 400 रुपए जाएंगे. ठीक है? Okay, let's move ahead. So you can write SGST equals to rupees 400 and CGST equals to 400. Okay, now we'll go to the other section. डीलर ने जब कंज्यूमर को बेचा, पर जब डीलर ने कंज्यूमर को बेचा, आपको एक चीज तो पता है कि जब डीलर कंज्यूमर को बेच रहा है तो ये दिल्ली में, ये राजस्थान में, टोटली डिफरेंट स्टेट. सो द मनी इज ओनली टू द वन गवर्नमेंट. पर कितने में जीएसटी लगेगा? तो जब डीलर बेच रहा था, डीलर ने कितने में खरीदा? कॉस्ट प्राइस कितना था डीलर का? कॉस्ट प्राइस फॉर डीलर equals to 16,000 and the selling price for dealer ने कितने में सेल किया? equals to 16,000 plus 25% प्रॉफिट. 25% प्रॉफिट मतलब 25 अपॉन 100 इंटू 16,000. 16,000 में प्रॉफिट बना के बेचा उसने, तो कितना? 16,000. एंड व्हेन यू कैंसिल दिस आउट, 25 into 16, that's going to come 4,000. सो टोटल कितना हो गया? 20,000 में बेचा, रुपीज 20,000. हु सोल्ड, डीलर गेव इट टू कंज्यूमर। डीलर ने कितने में लिया था होलसेलर से? 16,000 में। डीलर इज सेलिंग इट टू द कंज्यूमर फॉर 20,000। okay, I'll just write it down. The dealer is selling it to the consumer at 20,000 और इसने इससे कितने में लिया था? 16,000 में। अब इसके ऊपर ये 20,000 तो ले लिए, अब इसके ऊपर जीएसटी भी लेगा, पर जो जीएसटी लेगा, प्लीज हैव अ लुक ओवर हियर, तो सीधा सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को जाएगी। तो इसको बोलते हैं बस सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के पास ही जाएगी। तो पूरी की पूरी क्या 5% जाएगी into 20,000, and when you cancel this you'll understand it's gonna come 1,000। okay, so this is the सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के पास जो जानी है, पर डीलर लोग इतने जल्दी देते नहीं है पैसे। तो हमें क्या पूछना है? द टैक्स पेड बाय द डीलर टू द गवर्नमेंट। वेन एवर द डीलर पेज टैक्स, डीलर you always do input, sorry, output minus input। I told you, whenever the dealer is paying, the middleman is paying, he's always going to do output minus input। so उसको बाहर से कितना मिला? output was 1,000 minus input, total input GST कितना है? total input GST equals to 800, because 400 plus 400 minus 800, that's going to be 200। so how much did the dealer pay? 200 rupees। so that was my second part। okay, what is the last part? The amount which the consumer pays for the article। now just remember, amount the dealer consumer have to pay is 20,000, but he is paying 1,000 more rupees। so consumer pays equals to 20,000 plus 1,000 for GST। so total is 21,000 he pays for the product or the article। okay, so that's one question, and that's how you'll be doing question। okay, so this is the third part for me, this is the second part for me, and this was the first part for me। okay, so that's how you have to do, and the map that you have to follow doing this question is same like this। let's have a look at chapter number 2। chapter number 2 is banking। so we'll do a little bit of revision and we'll go through this chapter as well। so banking, whenever we do banking, or whenever you go to open an account in a bank, there are 4 types of account that you can open। okay, I'll help you to understand the 4 types of account that you can open। the very first one is current account। करंट अकाउंट बेसिकली वो लोग खोलते हैं जिनको हर दिन पैसे निकालने हैं और फिर देने हैं किसी को, फिर निकालने हैं, especially the businessmen who do transaction every day, who has to go to ATM or bank every day, those people open a current account। and then comes the saving account। and saving account is opened by those people who are employer somewhere। for example, me, I'm a teacher, I don't have to go every day to the bank and take out money in order to give it to someone। no, I just need to take out money 5 or 6 times in a month। so I my transaction is limited, the amount of money that I'll be taking out is very limited, rest of the money is going to be saved, है ना? so the difference between current account and saving account is, current account is for those people who are gonna do transaction almost every day, and even in one day they can do 2 or 3 times, like big companies, big businessmen। okay, saving account is for the people who are working and who are getting money every month, for example teachers, engineers, they don't have to give money every day। okay, are you guys getting it? and the third one is fixed deposit। in this fixed deposit account में क्या होता है? you take a lump sum, good amount of money, and deposit in account, and for example you deposited this month 30,000। so it's not necessary that you have to deposit in account, like, or you have to touch that account, after 5 years you can take out that 30,000। ओके, मे बी आपको इंटरेस्ट मिल के हो 40,000 मिल जाए, 40,000 मिल जाए। ओके, सो दैट इज कॉल्ड फिक्स्ड अमाउंट। आपने एक बार डाल दिया, फिक्स्ड हो गया, You don't have to touch that. Okay, the next one is recurring deposit account, and we are going to work on this. So this chapter is basically based on the fourth one, recurring deposit account. Recurring deposit account means if you have decided that you're going to save some amount of money every month, for example 250 every month for 1 year, so 250 every month you will be giving, 250 every month you will be giving. So that is, this is called principal. The amount that you are investing, that is called principal. Okay, there are two formula that are used over here. One is to find interest. So how to find interest? P into n plus 1 upon 2 into 12 into r upon 100. ओके, सो यूल बी फाइंडिंग इंटरेस्ट कि कितना इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा आपको जब आप हर महीने 250 रुपये डाल रहे हो. फिर आप अगर मैच्योरिटी वैल्यू है, मतलब मैच्योरिटी वैल्यू मतलब आखिरी में, फॉर एग्जांपल आपने 2 साल के लिए जमा कर रहे 250 हर महीने, सो प्रिंसिपल इंटू एन प्लस आई. So that is the only two formulas that you'll be using in this exercise. Only these two formulas. I equals to, now coming to what is n. N is the number of month. For example, if I said Anil deposited 250 every month, 250 every month, so for 1.5 year. 1.5 year means how many months are there? There are 18 months. So n is what? 18 for me. And why they have divided by 12? Because हम एयर में भी चेंज करना चाह रहे हैं, क्योंकि जब आपने स्मॉल, व्हेन यू वर इन स्मॉलर क्लासेस यू माइट रिमेंबर दैट p इंटू आर इंटू टी होता था आपके पास, और जो t होता था आप इसे एयर में लिखते थे. टू कन्वर्ट दिस इनटू एयर, so we are dividing 18 upon 12. Okay, I hope you guys are getting this. But these are the two main things that you have to remember out of this chapter. Only these two things, these two formulas that you'll be taking out of this chapter. Okay, rest nothing you have to work on, only these two chapter, these two formulas. Let's do some question. Let's do a question. Let's have a look in question number 7 from exercise 2. So question number 7 says, let's start solving this. Solution. Shahrukh Khan opened a recurring deposit account in a bank and deposited rupees 800 per month. So how much did he deposited? 800 per month. Baap re baap. He deposited 800 per month. Okay, so every month he was depositing 800. So I came to know one thing, that principal is 800 rupees. Rupees 800. Okay, for 1.5 year. So what is time? Time is equals to 1.5 year. But I don't need time, I need n. So n is going to be 18 months. Okay, if he received 15,084 at the time of maturity, means maturity value he got at the time of maturity 15,084. Okay, at what at time of maturity, find the rate. I have to find the rate of interest per annum. So I have to find r. So the very first thing that I'll be doing, if maturity value का formula दे रखा है, तो I'll use the maturity value. Maturity value formula is p into n plus I. Right, maturity value is given to me, p is given to me, n is given to me, so I'll find I out of it. So what is maturity value? This much equals to p is 800 into 18 plus I. So when I multiply both of them, I'll be getting 14400 plus I. Okay, and then shift this on this side, 1584 माइनस 14400 इक्वल्स टू मेरे पास इंटरेस्ट आ जाएगा. सो व्हाट्स द इंटरेस्ट दैट आई हैव? 684. So I got interest as 684. So now I'll be putting the formula for interest. Interest, what was the formula for interest? P into n plus 1.2 into 12 into r upon 100. Right? Now I already have 684 equals to P is 800. I'll write it down into 18 multiply by 19. 18 plus 1 19 होता है. 2 into 12 into r upon 100. So I have everything in this. The only thing that I don't have is r, right? So I can cancel 0 0 0 0 over here. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12, 3 ones are 3, 3 six are 18, and only 16 and 9 is left. So what I'll do, 684 divided by 6 into 19, okay, equals to r. So 19 ones are, and 19 if you divide this, 36, and 6 ones are 6 six are. So what is r for me? R is 6%. R I got as 6%. So did you guys understood? I didn't use any other formula. I just used two formulas. The only thing that I did was, first I used maturity value का formula. Why? Because maturity value की जो amount है, that was given to me. So I had to use that formula first. Okay. So this is two chapters that revision हमने किया है अभी, and I hope you guys understood because we did this long time back. So you would have got this how to do it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day, everyone.